Many of us, probably everyone here this evening, has attended a family reunion. If we have family in the area, we probably see them as on a somewhat of a regular basis, and that's nice. But as is the case for the world we live in today, many of our family members are spread out throughout the region, the county, the country, even the world. Spending special moments together just doesn't happen very often. Our lives seem to be too full. Often we end the day and ask, where has this day gone? So we designate a time and a place where many of our members of our extended family can come together to share in the recent joys and sorrows we have experienced since our last family gathering. We plan and communicate details to everyone involved, details such as who's bringing what special dish or dessert, details such as making sure everyone has directions to the place of gathering. And then, in anticipation of the event, we begin to recall past family experiences, some sad, some happy. In my case, I look back on my life and I reflect, how have I changed? Who is this person my family will see after all this time apart? Not just, oh, what has happened to the hair on my head? Or, would you look at this waistline? I become introspective as I reflect on what I have done with my life since the last family gathering. Just what will I share with everyone when we get together? Well, this week's Torah portion puts me in mind of a family reunion, a great big family reunion to be sure. The portion begins with, "V'haya ki tavo el haaretz asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha nachala." When you enter, or perhaps translated, you are about to enter, into the land that the Lord your God is giving you as a heritage. As one big Jewish family, the Torah is reminding us to prepare ourselves for our journey into the promised land. The Torah is not concerned with provisions, maps, or other travel needs. The Torah speaks to our actions. How will we behave in the new land? By what moral standards will we live together as a family? When you enter, words which speak in anticipation of an important moment. We, like the Israelites of old, are poised for an important journey ourselves. When you enter speaks of taking steps to prepare for this journey. Anticipation and preparation mean that you cannot take for granted the importance of this journey. When you enter also is a warning. It says, take care that you follow the plan. The consequences could be getting lost or even worse. So this week's Torah portion begins, Ki tavo, when you enter. In approximately 12 days from now, each one of us will embark upon a journey, a spiritual journey. On Wednesday evening, September 28th, the Temple Israel Sanctuary will be filled as we prepare to enter into the new year of 5772. In spite of all that it takes to prepare for the High Holy Days, I do look forward to them each year. They are, for me, a grand and wonderful family reunion. Throughout the past year, I have shared in both the joys and the sorrows that life has presented to so many of you. And even though our lives have intertwined at various moments throughout the past year, on Rosh Hashanah evening, there will be something different. There is something so special about being in the midst of our large congregational family, an experience that we share every year. How glorious it is to see old and dear friends again. Even though we may have shared special moments together in recent months, seeing them again in the midst of our congregational family just seems to create a moment filled with magic. As I anticipate that evening, I begin to reflect on the same things that I contemplate in anticipation of a family reunion. As I stand up on the bima in my white robe, some of the thoughts going through my head will be, oh, what has happened to the hair on my head? And most definitely, would you look at this waistline? But more important than that, I will ask, how have I changed? Have my actions this past year been those which bring blessings, or have they reflected the curses enumerated in this Torah portion? The High Holy Days will also be a time to remember participating during the past year with loving friends in a wonderful evening together, or celebrating a special birthday or the naming of a child, to look out into the congregation and see the faces of those with sadness, the faces of those who remember moments in the emergency room of a hospital when painful decisions were made in support of a loved one. The High Holy Days become an opportunity to reflect on my life as in this week's portion before I enter into the promised land of this coming new year. So, ki tavo, when you enter into the grand and awe-inspiring days of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. This week's Torah portion provides us with the opportunity to prepare ourselves. In addition to the joy of seeing old and dear friends, of gathering as a family, sharing the laughter of happy stories and memories, we have an opportunity to look inward as well and ask, how have we changed? Have we lived our lives this past year that has brought honor to the family? Have we brought blessings upon our lives and into the lives of others? So in the opening words of this week's Torah portion, ki tavo, when you enter, reminds us that our annual family reunion is rapidly approaching. My friends and congregational family, I look forward with great anticipation to seeing you in 12 days at our next Jewish family reunion. Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos.